I'm Valerie Brown, the Sustainability Coordinator for the City of Dunedin. We're here at the Dunedin Community Garden, and we're here with Jim McGinnity, who's the President of the Community Garden Association. A couple years ago, a few residents had contacted myself and other city staff to say, why don't we have a community garden? This is happening in other cities, and we'd like to see it happen in Dunedin.
It started with a couple community meetings, and we had a really good turnout. We had probably 20 to 30 people at some of those early meetings. But then, you know, as time went by, we realized that we really, for this effort to take root and really to flourish, we really needed to focus on putting our roots down, and so to speak, and create an organization. So we had continued to have meetings. We did the tough work that goes into creating a nonprofit organization, and I believe last May we got our designation as a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We created bylaws and all of that, and then we were able to start fundraising.
So how many beds do we have here?
We have 21 beds, actually.
And how big are they?
4 feet by 8 feet, and about a foot deep. And so we started with 6 a year ago, February, and then we added another 6 in August, and then this past February, or actually January, we built another 9. So it's starting to take off, and now all we need is for the rest of the city to know about it, because we are still looking for gardeners.
Oh, okay. So what kind of people are using the garden? Is this your normal resident? Are they very avid gardeners? Who's got the plots here?
It's a real mix. It's people of all ages, young and old. We have people who, most of the gardeners had gardened up north, some a long time ago, some fairly recently, and there's a wide variety of gardening expertise and knowledge. Some people are just beginning to garden.
We do quite a bit of recycling out here. We have all of the recycled mulch down for the common areas, the walkways and so forth. And I also know that you're doing some other recycling in the way of composting.
Started up a compost pile. We still need to get more materials for it so that we can really build up some healthy soil. As most people realize that the soil here in Florida is pretty much pure sand, so if you want to grow anything healthy to eat, you really need to amend the soil. So we're definitely on the track for that. We're also harvesting rainwater off of the roof of the picnic pavilion here. We're using very low flow irrigation, all what's called micro irrigation in the individual beds. So and as a gardener here, you get one bed, and you're essentially renting it for $25, and then you pay a $25 deposit. But then you're in it until you decide to forfeit it and move on, or let somebody else come in and garden.
Okay, great.
Now, one other thing I want to point out, we are seeking gardeners of all types, but especially those who might have some physical limitations. People who might be in a wheelchair, they might have difficulty bending over, getting down really low. And we've built one bed that's raised up off the ground about 30 inches. So if you were in a wheelchair, you can garden here.
Well, that's great. I mean, it just seems like there's no limit, literally, to what you can do out here. And I'd like to go over and take a look at the community herb garden that you have as well, because I think that's a great opportunity to where maybe if you're impaired in some way, you can still experience gardening. You can still experience the way different plants smell and taste, and you know, have a good experience no matter what limitations you might have.
Right, it's a wonderful place to start.
Well, let's go take a look at the herb garden.
Sounds like a great idea. We got, as you can see, 3 different herb gardens here, and the concept with the herb gardens is twofold. Actually, for those who have a plot, who don't want to dedicate a whole bunch of space in their limited plot space to herbs, they can plant some herbs here in one of these 3 herb gardens. The other purpose is for those who might be on the waiting list. Since we have limited beds, then people who are interested put their name on a waiting list, and they can right away start gardening, help get their hands in the dirt.
Great. These are very interesting containers and some neat artwork on them. Can you tell us how that happened?
Yes, actually the containers, was a large, I want to say 500-gallon water container that we didn't need for harvesting rainwater, so we decided to slice them into thirds. And the artwork was done by the City of Dunedin's Youth Advisory Committee. I believe they meet at the Martin Luther King Recreation Center. And they came out on during Intergenerational Week, and we had all sorts of hands-on projects for them to do, and this was one of them. They did a wonderful job.
Wow, well there's some neat herbs here. It looks like this is either dill or fennel.
Yes, we got some dill. Over there
then
we've got Thai basil, cilantro. We even have mint over here and some rosemary. It's really a multi-sensory experience.
So if you want a garden, you better give them a call. But it's also a great place if you want to donate your time or learn about gardening or come and look at all the wonderful plants that are here or even give a donation. The Dunedin Community Garden is a wonderful, great resource that could use your help. Well, I found some gardeners. Let's talk to them. Hi.
Hello.
So you guys are gardening here at the community garden. What's your name?
Erin.
And I'm Debbie Sheldon Provenzano.
Can you tell us what you like about gardening?
Gardening is really fun because you get to make healthy stuff.
What kind of things are you planting?
Like mint, lettuce.
And we have a lot of lettuce, right? We grow an awful lot of lettuce, and we're able to have really nice fresh salads almost every day of the week with the lettuce that we grow. And then we are planning to have a whole bunch of cucumbers too, because the little kids love lots of cucumbers.
Join us at the garden.